Digging up things that you didn't expect. Digging up things that you didn't expect. What incredibly unusual things might you collect? Digging up things that you didn't expect. I'm now going to tell you about something which happened to me in my garden at the weekend. It is a true story. Anyway, I was out in the garden at the weekend and I was trying to find somewhere to put this. This is a rotary dryer. You put it out to dry your clothes. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, I was going to put this. I was looking for somewhere to put this in the garden. Okay. Just so everybody knows, when you want to put this into the ground, you put it into a little tube, you put it into a little holder. Now that little tube, it can look like this. Okay, so you put this into the ground. You can use cement, you can just push it in or smash it in, but you put this in the ground, this little hole, and then you put the dryer into it so it stands up. Here's a short video. Made a short video to show you what it looks like in the ground. So you're now going to see a video of what this tube looks like, or hang on, what this could look like in the ground. Watch this video. Okay, so that hole in the ground there, that wasn't just one of these under the ground. It was actually quite a bit bigger. It had metal, almost like metal spikes coming out the side, and you bang it into the ground. Bang! Bang! Really hard into the ground, and then it doesn't move around, it stays in the ground. Anyway, here's my story. At the weekend, I was looking for somewhere to put this, and I found in the garden a hole in the ground that the person who lived in the house before me had put in. So that the man who lived here last year, he'd put a metal holder into the ground. Here's a picture of what the end of it looked like. Now, that end, that was only about 2-3 centimetres wide. So it was quite a small hole like that. Anyway, at the weekend, I realised that that metal hole wasn't big enough for this. So I had to dig that metal holder out of the ground. I thought it was going to look like this in the ground. I thought I was going to have to dig something like that out, maybe with some spikes, maybe with some other bits. In the end, I was using a little spade, a trowel. That wouldn't get it out of the ground. It was metal and it wasn't getting out of the ground. Went to Home Bargains to buy a spade. I still haven't got a lot of that stuff yet. Went to buy a spade, they'd sold out. Had to borrow a spade off my friend Jules. Borrowed a spade. I'm now going to show you what I ended up digging out of the ground. Now this is put in the ground just to hold that up. I kid you not. It's iron, it's really heavy. This whole thing, this whole metal thing, there's the hole, look. This whole thing had been put into the ground and covered over with mud just to hold that pole. I cannot tell you how heavy this is. It took me about 2.5 hours to get it out of the ground. Oh, and it's just dripped water on me. Gross! Okay, why have I told you that story? First of all, because I was quite proud at the end. After a couple of hours of digging it out of the ground, I felt great. I had no idea. Had to keep going, just like in Mrs. Stevens' assembly. Had to keep focused, keep confident. Digging up things that you didn't expect. Digging up things that you didn't expect. What incredibly unusual things might you collect? Digging up things that you didn't expect.